Very project.
All right, come on over, Erica. Hey, Erica.
What is your project?
Global warming.
What is global warming?
Um, to 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 save like energy and stuff.
Hmm. Yeah.
So, what are some facts about global warming?
That if you keep the light on, then the animals from Antarctica like won't really survive because of the light, and the light can be hot sometimes.
What are some ways that you could help stop global warming?
You can keep the lights off more often and keep the car off more often and not waste too much energy.
Hmm. Uh, Mr. Alvey, do you know anything about global warming?
Um,
Have you heard of that?
yes.
What do you think it is?
It's like that Earth around us is like getting warmer by like the second. So like animals that are used to living in the cold, they can't really survive anymore.
Yeah, so our temperature of the earth is increasing and increasing, and it's changing our weather. And it's because of the way that we use energy. That's right. So we can do things to help prevent that. So what did you tell them to start doing?
Um, you can start to not really use energy that much so the animals in Antarctica can survive. And like, let's say, you have the lights on more, like a lot, and then the Antarctica animals will have trouble surviving. So then leave the lights off more often so they can survive. And the Antarctica can still be cold so the animals there can still survive.
Yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot to this global warming thing, right, Mr. Minerva?
And also, yeah, in addition, the melting of the ice caps up in Antarctica
Yeah.
and in the Arctic, the North and South poles, are raising the water level in the oceans, which is actually causing flooding in some of our cities. So there's a
Yeah.
bunch of different things that are being affected by this.
Yeah, lots. It's changing our whole weather pattern. Yeah, so we can do our part by turning lights off and not running the car as much, taking a bicycle, something like that. That would be great. All right.
You should start doing that, Mrs. Dunn.
I should
You need
spend
to
more
start
time on my
biking.
bike. I absolutely should. High five. All right. So next up we have Lena. Lena Bala, come on over. All right, Lena.
So, what is your project about?
Nancy Drew.
So, can you explain like what Nancy Drew is or who Nancy Drew is?
So Nancy Drew is a detective, and Nancy Drew is also a book series about her solving detective problems with her friends.
So, what do you have written down?
Nancy Drew is one of my favorite book series. It is about a woman who's named Nancy Drew. Nancy is a detective and has 4 friends named Becca, Bess, Georgia, prefers to be called George, and Ellen. I'm currently on the first book, but I'm making progress though. I've learned this series from Judy Mooney, Girl Detective. I learned this series from, which is a book series, but not really a detective series, if you know what I mean. This is the end of my draft. Thank you for reading.
You know what, Lena? When I was a little girl, Nancy Drew series was my favorite. Absolutely. And they're the Hardy Boys. Did you read the Hardy Boys?
I did, yes.
Ah, yeah.
And do you know those are? I mean, they're almost 100 years old.
Those-
Those sets of books, and they are still popular today.
They are
Talk
amazing.
about staying power.
Now, there's a word for a detective they use in that book, that series. Do you know what that word is?
No.
Starts with an S.
Hmm.
Do you know the word, Jack?
Oh, I think I know it, but I don't know how to pronounce it.
How do you spell it? What's the next letter?
SL, I think.
Yes.
You got it.
Uh-huh. And what's the next letter after that?
E?
E.
A?
U.
Oh.
SLEU. And what's the last 2 letters? Do you know?
TH?
TH.
You got it.
Yes, SLEUTH. You know what a sleuth is?
I think it's like a detective.
Yeah, they so that's one of the words I learned when I read that series, sleuth. Yeah, I'm so glad you're reading those books and making progress. Good job.
But now I'm on the 9th book.
Wow!
Oh, goodness.
Ninth book, Lena.
So from when you wrote that, you were on the first book, and at this point, you're on the ninth?
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about making progress.
Yeah.
It's
Either you
amazing.
work slowly or she works quickly.
Yeah, I hope you did you have to bring that up? Okay. Maybe you can log all those those if it's been recent. Put all those hours on that thing for Miss O'Neill for summer reading.
Reading Palooza.
Yeah, Reading Palooza. Yeah, are you doing that?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, high five. All right, we have a late addition to our show, Devin. Go ahead, now you have Devin.
Mr. Ali, do you have any detective?
So my project was about math because I've always been interested since like kindergarten in math. So I did math through like from thousands and under, and I wrote the number out in word form, and I wrote the number and how you could add it to get the number. So I did 2,186, and then I wrote 2,000 plus 100 plus 80 and 6 equals 2,186, and then I did all of that with all the other numbers that I added together to make the number.
So, do you know what this is called? Like what this is called?
I've heard it, but I think I forgot.
So let's put that out there. What is it called to add the numbers together to make the regular number? Is there anything else you want to say?
No.
Okay.
How long did that take you, Devin?
It took me about 3 weeks. Because I read a book it was all about math, and it was different numbers, but I tried to create different numbers so it was more challenging. And this is from a long time ago, so I think I was in first grade. I'm not sure.
Well, I don't know. It's third grade math.
Yeah.
Principal Alvey, just so you know, we got 2 responses when you put that out there. Ms. Gallery's class said expanded form, and Miss Saladino's class said that Sam Cope John said expanded form as well.
Yeah, so it is called the expanded form.
All right. Well done, Devin. All right. Final for today. I'm going to have to help with this one. Holy moly. So, go ahead, Jack. You can start Kate off. I'm going to hold this like this so we can get a good look. Mr. Minerva, help with the camera. What do we got?
So what is your project about?
For this project, I made quadrilateral city, and we started doing it in library, but I decided to go a little further over break.
So what is in the middle of your quadrilateral city?
Well, it's kind of like a park. I have a soccer field and a track around it, and the reason I have a snake because I kind of made it into like a biblical type of theme. And in Adam and Eve's garden, there was a bunch of snakes.
Ah,
So
There was one in particular, yes.
yes. Yeah. Go ahead.
So what types of buildings do you have?
well, I have a few. I have a library. I have a theater. I have a hotel. I have city hall, a school, a church, and a few stores and restaurants.
Well, I see, like, what did you make them out of? Because I see that they're, like, wrapped.
Well, some of them are like tissue boxes and all these different boxes, and then I just wrapped it with construction paper.
So what is the Christmas Cove about? It's the orange house all the way to the right.
Well, I tried to make a few different restaurants and a few different like retail shops, and that's one of the restaurants. And I wanted to make it all different, so I chose Christmas Cove as one.
Wait, what is that piece of paper?
That's an origami bunny. I just decided to put it in because like a whole nature theme and everything as well. So,
There's not an Easter bunny, just a
oh, yeah,
Just a
that
bunny?
too.
Could be Easter
that too.
If that's what you see.
Quite the artist's response.
Principal Alvey, may I ask a question?
Sure.
So where do you plan to put this?
In my basement
We did a lot of work on this, Kate.
or
so
my
you did.
room.
Yeah, very nice. All right. Any more questions? All right. Very good job, Kate.
That'd be good to play Matchbox
really-
cars on.
A lot of work that went into this. I was thinking the same thing, how we might use this. You know, because kids would play on it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to put this back over here for now. All right, well, thank you, Kate. All right, and of course, we have a couple of questions. So, you know, Principal Alvey, I noticed that some of the teachers today are in the different classrooms. What's that about?
Well, I made a teacher swap, so some like fourth grade teachers are in fifth grade classes, and fifth grade teachers are in fourth grade classes.
Yeah, and you know, I understand that's going to happen all over the building today. Would you believe that? And I also heard that you've selected a lunch. Is that true?
Yes.
When will your lunch be served?
June 11th.
June 11th. And what is that lunch?
Well, it's called the Jack.
Yeah, and what is the lunch though? It's your favorite lunch, right?
It's pizza sticks.
That pizza sticks, the Jack on June
The
12th.
Jack,
Stay
I love
tuned. And yesterday we talked about drop everything and
Dance.
yeah. So when you hear the music, don't forget. And then in addition, I heard you have another big announcement about what's going to happen at recess today.
You're gonna get extended recess.
Oh,
Extended recess today.
goodness.
Uh-huh. Yep. And any other things that you've adjusted for today? I saw that many are in pajamas. You know, I brought my pajamas too, so I could be you.
Principal Alvey, you know, when Mrs. Dunn was still principal, she used to like to walk around and visit the classes and poke her head in and say hi. Do you plan on doing any of that today?
I hope so.
Yeah,
Yeah, you never know where the day brings you. That's a great response.
that's true. Okay, and anything else that we have in store for us today?
You gotta write with your opposite hand.
Right, yeah. So boys and girls, if you're a right-handed person, if you hold the pencil in this hand, today you're going to try hold it in the other hand, at least for part of the day, and see how that goes. Yeah. And can we look forward to anything else later on in the day, or are you not sure yet?
I don't know.
All right,
We
we'll see.
do have two shout outs. Mrs. Conklin's class said, good job, Principal Alvey. And Miss K threw out, Principal Alvey for president. Apparently you're not stopping here.
That's awesome. All right, so we have our mighty kind moment of the day. Let's get that drum roll. All right. All right, so here we go. What do you think? You want to pick one?
I'll do this one.
All right, go ahead.
If you are kind, you will feel good.
What do you think that means?
Like that being nice to other people can make you feel good about yourself.
Yeah, it's 100%. You're on target with that. Definitely principal material right here.
100%.
All right. And so what's our farewell saying?
Every day is a great day to get smart and be kind to both each other and the earth. Let's have a wonderful day.
Yes, all right. All right. Over and out.